local governments also have their own wish list, no? And those wish lists should be embodied in the RDC, no? And so that's what I want that's what I want the public to understand, that it's not only the agencies that request for additional funding, but also local government units, no, especially projects that have connection to the Philippine Development Plan, no, and that's the filter that that DEV is using to approve projects being requested by local government units. So I saw in your PIP, programs, activities, and projects, meron hong 265 million provision of technical and secretariat support services to the economy and development councils and its committees and other interagency committees. And then there's another line item, provision of support services to regional development councils. So meron tayong budget to make sure that the RDCs are activated. Ngayon, Secretary, to be honest about it, for me, the original sin is not the amendments or sessions. The original sin is the local government's project is not being carried to the NEP or being carried to the GAA. No? Kaya marami sa kanila lumalapit sa mga congressmen, lumalapit sa mga senators, at dito na nakukuha namin yung mga requests from mayors, governors, na madagdagan yung kanilang budget kasi marami silang mga gustong gawin sa kanilang localities. Iba-iba na ito. May kalsada, mayroong evacuation center, mayroong farm-to-market roads, meron ring mga eskwelahan, marami eskwelahan, no? Both SUCs and basic education. I'll show a slide, slide 3, and Secretary, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the, in a simple manner, this is the process in which the local government units are convened. Gumagawa sila ng mga local development plans nila, ng provinces, HUCs, gumagawa sila ng kanilang mga local development plans, binibigay ito sa regional development councils, gumagawa sila ng regional investment plan, no? Ina-approve, kinokulit to ng DepDev, no? Because the DepDev is the secretariat of all regional development councils. Tapos, pinipili nila yung mga projects, no, na i-endorse sa NEDA and also to the DBM para ma-include sa National Expenditure Program. And then, hopefully, pag na-approve yung National Expenditure Program, pupunta siya sa General Appropriations Act, no? So, ganito yung proseso. Pero kung hindi nga sila mapasok sa NEP, nag-shortcut sila. No, pumupunta sila sa Congress or dito sa Senate. In fact, to be honest, sa ganitong panahon, napakadami naming mga guest. Si Yusek Udilion is nodding her head. Napakadami naming guest, mayors, governors, city mayors, nagre-request ng additional projects kasi nga hindi pumapasok yung kanilang RDC investment plan sa National Expenditure Program. So, now that we have a budget of 265 million for RDC activities, historically, how many RDC endorsed projects end up in the NEP and end up in the GAA?
That's an information that I've been struggling to accomplish. In fact, we have been, Mr. Chair, discussing with DBM, with Sec Mina, and how we integrate our systems, because the DepDev has its system, or the people's investment programming, public investment programming. It's its own tracking system of those priorities of the PAPs submitted by agencies and RDCs. DVM has its own, and Congress has its own, but I think the one with Congress and DVM are close to each other. And what we would need to do is to harmonize these two so that it's easy to track what gets in, what particular PAP gets into the project, because as of now it's very difficult to find out whether what the RDC has identified as a high priority is actually included in the NEP. They will find that out later, much later, when the GAA comes out. We have started that process, Mr. Chair. We have undertaken, for example, this RNIP process, the Regional National Investment Programming process that is started in 2023. And that is aimed to at developing that mechanism of tracking, monitoring the inclusion of PAPs in the 3-year rolling program, infrastructure programs, from PIP all the way to NEP and to GAA for fiscal year 2025. Actually, we have done some preliminary work and for select agencies, and at the average, what we are getting is just 30% of the RDC endorsed project make it into the GAA. Is that GAA or NEP? Into the NEP. So iba pang filter yung when it comes out in the GAA. But we have an agreement with DBM to speed up the process of integration of our system so that we can improve the batting average of the RDCs. In fact, in the last year, as a way of further enhancing the effectiveness or the batting average of the RDCs, we organized a meeting between the between the national heads, the heads of the major implementing agencies, the secretaries and the RDC chairs. And then we agreed on a common top 5 or 10 priorities. And then we asked them to narrow that down further to top 5 or top 3, and then we get them meet with the president to present their top, their top priorities, so that this will improve the chances that they get into the, that these priorities get into the NEP. So we intend to make that a regular process, part of our system, Mr. Chair, because we really feel that that there has got to be a much improved connection between national planning and regional planning, that the priorities of the regions, of the local governments must be reflected in the national expenditure program and eventually in the GAA.
Let me thank Yusek Carlos for sharing with us some data. But I'll flash on the screen. Our data is almost the same, Secretary. So on the average, the RDC endorsed projects that end up in the NEP is about, for the last 5 years, about 35%, no? So ibig sabihin 65% hindi umaabot ng NEP. No? And then, next slide is 40% of the projects end up in the GAA. No? Tumaas siya by 5%. Ang assumption ko dito kaya tumaas siya ng 5%, may amendments / insertions. No? Siguro yung mga congressmen, kinuha nila yung RDC endorse, yung mga hindi napasok, pinasok nila sa GAA. No? So, I think that's why may bump up of 5%. No? Which is good. Diba? Secretary, dahil ang kinuha nilang projects ay yung in-endorse ng GAA. No? These are not random projects. No? These are projects endorsed by the GAA. Ang ginawa lang nila ng Kongreso at Senado, pinasok lang during the period of budget, during the budget process period. No? So, may bump up. But if you go back to, let's go back to slide 4, Carla. So, just by looking at this slide, Secretary, 65% of the projects endorsed by the RDC don't end up in the NEP. So this is where the problem comes in because the local governments who faithfully follow the process by going through the RDCs, 65 of those projects do not end up in the NEP. So hindi siya pumapasok sa national budget programming. Kaya syempre maraming lumalapit sa Kongreso at sa Senado dahil feeling nila itong 65% importante ito para sa lugar nila eh. It's a priority, mahalaga sa kanila, that's why they went through the RDC. But to their dismay, hindi napasok sa NEP siya. So that's why dumadaan sila ho dito, no? But sometimes hindi na rin nakikita ng Kongreso at Senado whether those are endorsed by the RDC. You know, that's where the problem comes in. No? Some of the projects are endorsed by the RDC, some of them are not. And that's where the problem comes in because if it's not endorsed by the RDC, that means it's not coordinated with local government units. No? Kaya tayo maraming naririnig sa mga interviews ngayon na may mga projects lumalabas, hindi alam ng local government units. May mga projects lumalabas na hindi coordinated sa kanilang drainage plan. I think in Quezon City, that was the comment of Mayor Belmonte. Sa Mindoro, gumawa ng river dike, no? Sa isang river na hindi nag-coordinate sa local government unit, no? Sa provincial government, sabi ni Governor Delor. So this is where the problem comes in because if we do not get the batting average of RDC endorsed, the tendency of the local governments will come to Congress and to the Senate, and it's very hard for Congress and Senate to determine which are RDC projects, which are coordinated with the local government units. Kasi ang dami ho eh. We're talking about thousands and thousands of projects. So my question, Secretary, how do we improve the batting average? What reforms do we need to do? In order to improve the batting average? We're ready to increase the budget of the RDC activities in 256 million. We can increase it. But we need to make sure that the batting average increases para hindi na ho sila pumunta dito. We will just tell them, punta na lang kayo sa RDC ninyo. Doon kayo mag-propose. Pag na-approve ng RDC ninyo, sigurado papasok yan sa NEP at sa GAA.
Thank you for pointing out, Mr. Chair. But let me just clarify then, not all the PAPs in the PIP, in the public investment programs that capture the RDC submissions, LDR submissions, are or satisfy all the criteria that are also used by the DBM. The DBM uses a more a broader set of criteria, which one of which is the readiness, the shovel readiness of the project. And many of these projects are not shovel ready, but I will come to that later. And then the other one is the implementation capacity of the implementing agency naman, underutilize yung budgets nila. And that also taken into account. And the others have to do with the the